Hi, my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be working on the cotton flannel. Let's get into it. If you don't remember where we left off with the cotton flannel, I went ahead and just cut enough for the towels, but they are not cut precisely. So we've got 1, 2, 3 bins here and some extra that didn't fit that need to be worked on. So this, one of them, is it this bin? This bin right here, besides this bead, so these guys are cut to the right height. So we're not going to touch these ones right now. I want all the fabric to get to this stage. So we're already 33% of the way there. Yay! And also this is not going to happen in one day. So what I need to do is take this fabric here that I've folded in half, and it needs to be cut to the right height. That needs to happen for all of this fabric and all of this fabric. Then we can cut it to the size of the towels and serge it. So my goal today, or for round 1, is to just cut it to the right size. Goal for the next day is to cut it to the size of the towel, and then goal for like multiple days is to serge it, because that's going to take a long time. But if I can get this cut done in one day and I can get the next cut done in the next day, then I'll feel good. So let's try and get that done, and hopefully I don't have to do any ironing because that will slow down the process. We'll see as we go. Some fabrics might need ironing, some might not. If I do have to iron, I'm going to bring my wool mat, which is this big guy right here. If you don't have a wool mat, I would highly recommend. They are wonderful. See how long this is? I can actually iron my fabric. Isn't that amazing? I can't iron it when it's open, like it's too big, but I can iron the width of fabric. So it's very helpful. I would highly recommend. However, when I have ironed with the wool mat onto my IKEA table, because this is like crap wood, this is not real wood, it has bubbled up on my black tables. So I will not do that on my white table because this is a bigger, nicer table. So what I'm going to do is put a towel down, then my cutting mat, and then my wool mat. So there's multiple layers of protection so I don't mess up my table. But let me start getting this cut. If I have enough space on my phone, I'll film you guys a time lapse. I can't promise that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm bad about the space on my phone. I did just get a new phone, so that's good. So I got a lot of stuff taken off my phone, but space is a killer. So I will see you when I see you next, possibly cutting to a time lapse here.
Here's the ironing set up. So this is the to be ironed. The one bin was already done. I finished one bin. We're on the last bin. I've got my wool mat here, a beach towel double folded, and the cutting mat so that the table itself is not affected. I've got my cordless iron, which I love. So these are all the ones that I have already finished. I will show you guys when they are all done. Finally done ironing. The stack is 15 inches high. This is crazy. So now I need to cut them, trim them on both sides, which this is bigger than 24 inches, but trim them down to 24 inches. So then it's 12 and 12. And then the next cut, once they're all like this, like the one bin was already cut like that. But once they're all in this form, then we can cut them 10 inches wide. So cut round 1 and then cut round 2. First round of cutting done. So we've got 3 full bins here of fabric that is 12 inches width of fabric. So now I need to do a second round of cutting and make them 12 by 10. This will probably take me another 2 days. It took me about 2 full days to do this. Here are the scraps from it. I think I did a pretty good job. There's not a lot of waste, especially for how quickly I did the first cut back in Ohio so that I would have all this available. And I put the rest on my fabric wall here. So I am impressed with the waste from this project. Here are all the towels cut up. So I have them separated into color piles as what color the thread that will be stitched. So for example, these are black, black, brown, gray, blue, which is navy, and then white. And I've counted each stack. So how many do you think are in each stack? There are 30 cat, 30 black, 20 brown, 36 gray, 78 blue, and 60 white. So that brings us to a grand total of 250, it's not showing, 254 sets. So there are 8 towels in each set. So this is 8, and they're rotated back and forth. So 2,032 towels. So 254 times $16. Each one is $16 the set. That's $4,064 worth of inventory. So how long will it take me to do all these? I want to be able to accomplish this stack today. It's 12:30 on Sunday. Can I just sit and knock this whole stack out? I don't know. We'll see. I have just finished my first pile. So I did start with both of these, the blue piles. They were the same height, but you know, they're not as pretty stacked right now. So if the blue stack was, let me look at my list here. The blue stack was 78. So these are probably 36-ish each. So I've done this stack and I plan to do this stack tomorrow because it is now 9:30. I have not sat here for 9 hours straight. I've taken breaks. I went and watched TV. I had dinner. So now I need to swap my threads because as you can see here, these two threads go faster than these two. So I need to swap them. And I also need to clean my machine when I do that and get all this dust. So I will do that now as a favor to myself tomorrow. Get this stack done, and then I want to get these 2 stacks done too and get all of these packaged up before Thanksgiving, and that's on Thursday, so we'll see. Here is where we're at. So I already showed you I finished this pile. I finished this many, and I set these aside. I did half of them, and I set the other 2 aside because I realized I'm running low on thread. So I figured I could do these ones in black if I don't have enough, but these ones should be blue. So I got this set done. Now we're on to this set. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets, I think. 1, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, there's 6 sets here. So 6 times 8 is how many towels there are. I don't know if we have enough. Possibly. And then I set these aside because I figured, see this color? Like this is the blue. I figured this would be better in black. So those are going to be black. If I can't get all of these done in blue, then I feel like I can do gray. I think that would look nice because there's a lot of gray in this. And then these I do think will have to be black, which is not a big deal. So, because I finished these sets, right? So this is a whole set, this is a whole set. I just wouldn't want half a set to be one color. But anyways, what do you guys think? Here's how much thread I've got. Do you think I can get all of these done? Let's play some thread turkey. I'm thinking of Thanksgiving. Thread chicken. I finished all the snow animals, and we did win at the what are my words? Thread chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and make these in blue if I can, and we'll go from there. We'll go on to the next stack. There we are. The blues are all done. We can stack these guys together. Blues are done, and this is how much thread was left. So I'm gonna do the same thing as yesterday, and I'm gonna clean this guy out and change the thread. Tomorrow we are working on the grays. It is Wednesday night at 5:26, the week after Thanksgiving. So safe to say I did not get this done in the time frame that I wanted to, but all the grays are done now. It's time to move on to the brown stack. So just as before, I need to change the threads out and go ahead and clean my dirty machine. Here we've got the blue, gray, and brown towels all serged together. Sorry, the iron is being quite loud, but I'm gonna go ahead and iron these sets and go ahead and pin them together.
with the marker tool. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get to that step. Okay, this is what I meant. It's called a tagging gun, that's the word for it. So you put the little prongs in here and you push it through the fabric, and then you end up with it packaged. See? And then I'll print out a label to go on top, but this is how I package the sets of 8. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of these guys. Here are all of the towels that I finished. They are all pinned together, so now I need to put the labels on. I still need to punch holes where these stars are. That's how I know exactly where to punch the holes, and then stick the label on with this thread here. I probably will end up filling 2 bins, and I still have all of these towels to work on. These are just the ones that I finished.
Happy New Year! It is January 26th, and here's where I'm at. So all of these guys in this bag have been done. For my show last weekend, I did 2 of each pattern because the whole big bucket, the 2 big buckets that I did, the bins, I went ahead and took those to Artisan Market in Leesburg, and there was a craft show in December, so that's where those went. I've completed this stack here, and then I've got this stack to go. So once I've completed, well, this is done, but this needs to be ironed and packaged. But once I've completed all of these towels, what I'll need to do is go back to Artisan and swap out patterns, because they have all of my blue and gray thread fabric. So now I have like a bunch of the same ones. So I need to distribute the patterns more evenly. But this is where we're at so far. We're almost done. Thursday, February 1st, and we have finally finished. The only thing left to do is add on the label, which is not a big deal. I can do that at any time. Obviously, this is not all of the towels that I did. 2 bins worth of the towels right now is at Artisan Market in Leesburg, Virginia. There's also some towels in Lazy Daisy in Leesburg, Virginia. And then I do have some set aside for the show that I went to. So those are already pulled aside. So this is just the remaining patterns that I did. Now I need to go and redistribute the patterns so that we have an even variety at every location.
Since filming all of this and having the towels at Artisan, these are the 6 patterns that have sold out, and now I need to make more. So shocker here, was anyone surprised that they were all the cat patterns and then the cardinal? So I need to go ahead and chop up the rest of this fabric and make some more towels.
Thank you so much for tagging along through this whole journey. I am so interested to go back and edit all the clips, and I cannot believe that this came with me all the way from Ohio. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.